FC Barcelona is more than a football club. It represents the country of Catalonia. For me, it's a way of life.
Under the badge lies a beating heart. It's a club that's intrinsically linked to the people. FC Barcelona is a club with a heart and a soul.
It's May Day, and members of the Trade Union of Catalan Workers march to a rally in the centre of Barcelona. They're demonstrating against the closure of textile firms in Catalonia. This province in the northeast of Spain is home to more than 7 million people. Barcelona is its capital, and it has its own identity, language and government. But Catalonia has never been a country in its own right, and history has caused its people to be afraid of marginalisation and, on account of one man, afraid of persecution. General Francisco Franco came to power at the end of the Spanish Civil War and ruled Spain by way of a dictatorship from 1939 to 1975. A right-wing Spanish nationalist, Franco looked to stamp out any semblance of regionalism in his federal Spain. He suppressed Catalonia's autonomy and its culture. Amongst other things, he prohibited the use of the Catalan language in public. For the people of Barcelona, going to watch football took on a whole new meaning. Barca's colours came to symbolise the yellow and red flag of Catalonia, which had also been banned by Franco. When Real Madrid were in town, there was more at stake than just points. It was a question of Catalan pride. Barcelona against Real Madrid became one of the fiercest club rivalries in world football, and remains so to this day. The Gran Clásico, as the match is known, is watched by millions of people around the world.
In some cases, football can reflect how citizens live, how they coexist. People's values can become highlighted. In the days of Franco, when Franco was trying to eradicate our Catalan identity, a lot of people decided to demonstrate against him whilst attending Barcelona's football matches. They took action there because they felt more protected when airing their grievances from the safety of the stands.
In modern democratic Spain, although Madrid still has the final political say, the Catalan government has huge influence when it comes to the region's laws and its economic and social policy. It's commonplace to hear the locals conversing in Catalan. Indeed, the city has become one of Europe's most cosmopolitan metropolises. Tourists flock here, attracted, amongst other things, by the architecture, the museums, the food and the good weather. There's all this to be proud of, but nothing makes the Catalan people stand taller than FC Barcelona.
It's the legacy left to us by our founder. The promotion of civic values, values of solidarity, the promotion of our Catalan culture, of Catalan ethics, the defence of democracy through a football club. It's been like that throughout history, throughout the good moments and the bad. These principles have stood the test of time.
This is the founder of Barca, a Swiss man by the name of Joan Gamper. Gamper firmly believed that sport could unify communities, and since its formation in 1899, the club has aspired to that ethos. Over time, though, another ethos has evolved, that of not just winning, but of winning whilst entertaining. And some of football's greatest artists have helped the club do just that.
Maradona. Traži priliku za šut. Majstorski potez Diego Maradona.
It's players of this calibre who've helped Barca win 18 Spanish league titles, a record 24 Spanish Cups, 4 European Cup Winners' Cups and 3 UEFA or Fairs Cups. Barcelona have also lifted 2 European Cups. In 1992, Ronald Koeman's free kick against Sampdoria brought Barca their first triumph in the tournament. In 2006, Giuliano Belletti's winner against Arsenal saw them claim their second success. For Xavi, who played that evening, Barca is an inspiration.
When I was a child, I used to collect all the stickers of the Barcelona players and all of the club's memorabilia. I followed every game, every result. I used to read what the players said in the newspapers, and I saw them as living on a different planet to me. They meant everything to me. I had Barca scarves, Barca hats, all sorts of things like that. And I thought that everything to do with Barca was simply the best.
Much of the club's glory has been played out at their home, the Camp Nou, or New Stadium. A colossal mass of steel and cement, it was built in 1957 on a wave of Catalan ambition. A social and political statement, it was a giant of a stadium, befitting such giants of the game. Now it's an all-seater arena that can accommodate 100,000 fans, all of whom get an unrestricted view. Xavi remembers the day that the then coach Louis van Gaal gave him his Camp Nou debut.
When Van Gaal told me I was going to be playing in the stadium, in the starting 11, my legs stopped responding and started to shake. I'd lived this moment in my dreams, and then when I was told it was happening, it had a huge impact. I had goosebumps in my body. All my nerves were jangling. But it went okay, I think. It was against Salamanca, and I had a good game, although we didn't win. Still, despite the result, the feeling was special. It was unique.
Xavi is lucky. For most fans, just visiting the Camp Nou is an impossibility. Instead, many channel their support through fan clubs or peñas, some of which have been formed in the most unlikely places. Like the Mahbes refugee camp located in the Western Sahara. Now part of Morocco, this used to be Spanish territory, and these are the indigenous Sahrawi people. Connections between the Sahrawi and Catalan governments led to a visit from a Barca delegation in 1997. Soon after, a peña was formed. So even here, Carles Puyol is a famous face.
I remember when I was younger, as a fan, I even cried sometimes if Barca lost. If I lose a match nowadays, my mood is horrendous. Yes, we are aware that many people